Hello everyone, welcome to Gautam Digital Learning. My name is Srinivas. I am the faculty and solution architect for ServiceNow. In today's session, we are going to learn design ServiceNow forms. Now let me show you how can we design ServiceNow forms in ServiceNow platform. Let's get started. First of all, you should navigate to your instance. In my case, I have already logged into my instance and open your incident application or table and application, both are same. Go to incident application, click on create new. Application means it's a collection of modules. Already we discussed earlier, right? When you click on create new, system can open one new form. This is about predefined form which has been already implemented by ServiceNow. When you purchase ServiceNow license and a specific application, by default you will get predefined application like incident, problem, change, service catalog, knowledge management, HRST, CSM, many applications are there. These all applications are called out-of-the-box applications or predefined applications which are already there. If you want to use any application, you can use them as it is in your platform. But when you want to customize your existing application in ServiceNow, this is pretty much simple. Now let me show you how can we customize existing applications in ServiceNow. In my case, I have already opened incident record, right, application. So by default in this table, we have different fields like number to configuration item, channel to assign to. If you want to use these all fields, you can use them as it is in your incident application. But if you want to customize this application, yes, we can customize also. Now let me show you how can we customize existing application in ServiceNow. So first of all, go to, this is called form header. Right click on form header, go to configure and form design. This configure UI action is only available to administrator. That means only ServiceNow administrator can configure the form, can customize the form, can change the form layout. So if you want to change the layout of the form, there are two ways. First one is form design, second one form layout. In this case, first of all, let me choose form design. When you click on form design, system can open another window. Now it is loading. It won't take much time to load. Wait few more seconds. Still it is loading. Now we are customizing incident application. Already they had added some fields to my incident form, right? If you want to use them as it is, you can use in your incident application. But when you want to customize existing application as per the client requirement, we have to customize existing application. Go to form design. See, if you go to the table, if you keep the cursor showing the table, right? Table nothing but a application. Now we are going to customize which application? Incident application. Come to the fields tab. Here we can see all available fields in my incident form. This is all about predefined fields or out of the box fields. Maximum these fields can fulfill your client requirement. In case these fields are not fulfill your requirement, you can create custom field also. I can show you later how can we create custom field in ServiceNow. Next one, come to the field types. This is all about ServiceNow field data types. We have many types over there, right? Depends on the client requirement. We can create custom field also. How do we create custom field in ServiceNow? Discuss later. So now go to the fields tab. So this is main section, guys. So what are the fields? Customization means by default we have some fields over here in the form, right? Suppose my client is asking to remove some fields from my incident form like service offering. How can you remove these two fields? This is pretty much simple. Go to form design. Which fields do you want to remove? Just click on the cross icon. Remove service offering, universal request, transfer region also. Once we made any changes in form design, first of all we have to save it. Otherwise changes cannot replicate properly. In case if you want to undo the operation, we can undo also. Just click on undo button, operation will be undo, right? And again click on undo and all operation we can undo also. In case once we save the changes in form background, we can't do undo operation. It's not possible. So where we can check these updates, guys, again back to instant form, click on reload it. Now you can see new changes over here. Service offering, service, both fields are successfully removed, not removed permanently. Just I have removed from available to the, from added to the available, right? Next one, I want to add some fields to my form. How can we add? In my case, let me add some fields randomly. Domain, any field you can add, guys, it doesn't matter. So task type and resolve time. I have added 3 more fields to my form. Just you can save it out and back to UI, reload it or reload the browser. Now you can see new fields over here in my form. So depends on your client requirement, we can add the fields and we can remove the fields also from your existing application. Next one, every field having field property. For example, category field, it's not mandatory right now. And by default, we have different choices over here. Now I want to create one more new choice in category field. Default value is inquiry right now. Now I want make it none. Default value I want to make it none and add one more choice called marketing and field make mandatory. So how can we achieve these 3 activities? This is very pretty much simple. Back to form design, go to the properties of the field. Each field having the field property, right? If you want make mandatory, just enable the checkbox mandatory. What is the default value of the category? It's an inquiry. If you want change the default value also, we can change it. Make it none. And let me add one more choice called marketing. You can add the choice over here and save it. Then close it. Back to UI and reload the form. See, earlier there is no new category called marketing. Recently we have added, and earlier it's not mandatory, now showing as mandatory, and but default value is not set up properly. Again go to category properties and set the default value none and save it out. Back to UI and check it out. See, now category field is showing as mandatory. Default value I have set none and successfully added one more new choice also. Right? These are all activities directly we can do with form design. And similarly, number is generating automatically by system itself. This field I want to make read only. What is the purpose of read only? Customer cannot edit and modify the field value of the number. How can you make it read only, guys? Go to the form design and open number properties, enable read only checkbox and save it out. And back to UI and check it out. Now the number field is showing as read only. No one can edit and modify the value of the number. And similarly, if you want to back out the changes of the category field, yes, we can back out also. Again, go to the properties of category and make unmandatory. Set the default value as inquiry and remove the new choice and save them. And back to UI, reload the form. Now you can see new changes over here. This is about how can we unmandatory and set default value and remove the choices from the field. Similarly, each field having the properties, guys. So when you want to field make mandatory or only read only, okay, directly we can do it over here. And similarly, if you want to add the choice, yes, you can add the choice directly from field properties also. Okay, next one is annotation. So what about annotation? So annotation is the form element that will be display static information to the customer. Suppose see a color and short description, these two are mandatory, right? Mandatory fields can indicate with red asterisk. Red asterisk can determine customer must be fulfill the value before submitting the record. Now let me try it, guys. So click on submit button. It is not allowing to submit, showing the message, right? The following mandatory fields are not fulfilled until and unless system not allowing to submit the record. Okay, so how can we display the message? In this case, let me configure one annotation message, kind of like an information message. So how can we display the information message? Go to annotation, field types, and click on annotation. So where it is annotation, and add over here. Annotation is the form element, and we can display different kind of messages. If you want display only info message, you can choose info box blue, or else if you want display error message, we can choose info box red. Similarly, other annotations also you can create as per your requirement. The message is please fulfill all mandatory fields, and save it. Back to UI and reload the form. So this is called annotation. This annotation I want display on top of the form and display on entire form. So how can we achieve it? So go to the form design. In this case, first we have to create a new section. This section can split into single column layout. Drag the annotation over here. This annotation I want show on top of the form, right? Just you can move it on top of the form. Then save it. This is about how can we add annotation to the form. Back to UI and reload it. As a developer, every time first of all we have to check yourself whether it is working properly or not. So this is called annotation. So when customer try to create new incident ticket, so by default one message is going to highlight by default, right? It is please fulfill all mandatory fields. First of all, customer can read the message, accordingly they can submit the record. Okay, this is about the annotation. In case if you want to create more annotations in single form, yes, we can create more annotations also. That may depends on your business requirement. Next one, sections and splitting. Splitting means, for example, in this form, all the fields are showing in multi-column layouts. Multi-column layout means, for example, number 2 resolve time displaying in first column layout, channel and assign to displaying second column layout. But these all fields I want display single column layout. How can we display these all columns in single column layout? This is very pretty much simple. Go to 2 columns layout, select single column and save it. And back to UI and reload the form. See, now all the fields are showing in single column layout. But which one is look and feel good? Previous one and current one? Obviously previous one, right? My client again, they want back out the changes. So all the fields should be displayed in multi-column layout. How can you back out the changes? Again, go to the form design and click on 2 columns layout. Maximum we can split only 2 columns layout. More than 2 is not possible in ServiceNow. Next one, come to the sections. So what are the fields do you want to show in the second column layout? Each field we have to drag and drop manually. But if you want to add each column manually into second column layout, it will take lot of time. In this case, now let me split the columns through form layout. Same activities we can do multiple ways, right? How can you split the columns through form layout? This is also very pretty much simple. Right click on form header, go to configure and form layout. Just you can choose form layout. See, go to the split. Split is the form element. Take the split component or form element. Number 2, resolve time display in first column layout. Then I want to take the split and channel 2 assign to display in second column layout and take and split. Short description, contextual search. These 3 fields need to be show separate rows and save it out. This is about how can we split single column layout and multi-column layout. Now it is showing in half of the page, right? How can I split it out? Same, go to the form layout. So we have to take the begin split. So take the begin split, take begin split. So first of all, I want show annotation, then split will be begin, Number 2, resolve time display first column layout, and then need to take the split. Channel 2 assign to display in second column layout, split will be end, and remaining fields I want to separate rows. This is about how can we split the fields through form layout. Form layout is separate topic, we can discuss later. But this moment I will be talking about only form designing. Next one, sections. So by default there are 4 sections in my incident form. This is main section, and the remaining sections are displaying in table format like notes and resolution information and related records. If you want to create one more section, yes, we can create one more section also. How can we create new section in your form? Go to form design and reload the browser. If you made any changes in form layout, okay, those changes cannot replicate directly to the form design until and unless once we refresh the browser, then you can see new changes over here. Next one, now let me create one more new section in my incident table. In last one, right? Click on plus. Don't keep the name as it is. Please change the name of the section. The name of section is more info. What are the fields? Suppose in this section, if you want to split the columns, that may be single or multi-column layout, accordingly we can choose the column layout. Suppose I want to add different fields in my new section, more info. Any field you can add randomly, guys, it doesn't matter, and save. I have successfully created new section in my incident form. Back to UI, reload and check it out. You can see new section over here in my form, right? Next one, the more info section, I want move to second place. So how can we achieve it? It's very pretty much simple. Just to keep the cursor left side of the section and drag and drop over here. So where you want to show this one? After notes, right? So after notes section you can drop it and remove the field, then save it and go to UI and reload the form. Now you can see new section, right? New section at second place. Next one, if you want to delete the section, yes, you can delete also. How can we delete the section? Go to form design. Which section do you want to delete? More info, right? Just click on the cross icon. Section has been successfully deleted. If you deleted a section, unfortunately, you can undo also. Okay, but if you delete the section after saved also, then we can't do undo operation. I have successfully deleted new section called more info. Now you can't see more info section over here. This is about how can we create a new section in ServiceNow. And last one is, can we create new custom field in ServiceNow forms? Yes, we can create new custom field also in ServiceNow forms. Now let me show you how can we create new field. Go to the form design. For example, mobile number field is not there in my incident form. If you want to create mobile number field in your incident form, yes, we can create custom field also. Go to form design, navigate to field types. This is all about data types. Which field can fulfill the requirement? Mobile number. It's an integer or number, right? Okay, now let me add integer data type. This is all about data types, guys. Don't keep the name as it is. Change the name of the field and label as well. Mobile number. So if you want to change this one also, you can change it. Mobile underscore number. Save it. And back to UI, reload the form. See, this is my new field in instant form, mobile number, right? So in number field or integer, okay, you can enter the text also, but the system not allowing to save the text value because number or integer field can support only the numbers, like that may be any number. So direct number or decimal number as well, right? So this is about mobile number. Next one, so some fields are like predefined fields, some fields are custom fields. Only one field is there. So how can you determine the respective field is custom field? If you go to the field property, right click on the label, so u underscore mobile underscore number, right? In my case, just I have provided only mobile number, but it has starts with u underscore. This u underscore can determine it's a custom field. When you create a new custom field in ServiceNow, any table, the field name will starts with u underscore. That u underscore can determine it's a custom field. If you want to cross check with another field like a channel and show contact type, so this field is not custom field, it's a predefined. Event state also predefined, impact also predefined. So when you open any field property where we can check the type of field, it's a custom or predefined. So where the field has starts with u underscore, that can determine it's a custom field. Next one, I have created one custom field, right? Mobile number. If you want delete this field permanently, yes, we can delete custom field permanently. How can we delete? Right click on the label, go to configure dictionary. Configure dictionary means dictionary entry, like a field entry record. If you want delete this field permanently, yes, we can delete this column or field permanently also. In case if you deleted any field, like unfortunately, we can't recover it. If you want to create the same field once again, we have to follow the same steps. Okay, this is about how can we create custom field, how can we delete custom field from incident form or maybe any form. Clear? So this is about form designing. What about form layout? Form layout we will discuss later in another chapter. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.